Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and welcome to Thursday Night Gold Panning Fever, episode 48. Even though the thumbnail seems to be saying 47, I have no idea why. This is episode number 48. Let me catch up on some chat. Post a link. Alright, what we got here? Having a rough one today getting started. LXR, how's it going? Play the slots. Joey Brown. Reg Lab. Vendetta Prospecting, how's it going? Len Gold. Charles King, how's it going? Joey Brown. Ron F. Stephen LeBlanc. Thomas Leha. Brian Stevens. Brad Morris. Yada 99. Hermit Dan. Dizzy's Prospecting, how's it going? I have to scroll through chat out, kind of out of it, so I didn't even start reading the chat early. Hey Donna, how's it going? B Greeny. KC. Daniel Kerfman. Philip Smith. Chris W. Chris V. Hopefully I'm not missing too many people. HD, how's it going? Thank you for being a mod tonight. You're a mod every time you come in, though. Troy Tofem, how's it going? Anthony Nelson. S-Rip. Josh Ortiz, thank you for being a mod tonight. Didn't have a choice, but thank you. Neil Olson, Mark Miller. I'm sure I missed some people in there, but yeah, I had a great trip. So I know I saw a bunch of people were asking that. I had a wonderful trip. So, you know, it was pretty good. Here, I got my wrong screen up. So I haven't panned anything out yet. I have a 5-gallon bucket, about half full, and I'm not going to pan it out. It's going to be in bags of Paydirt for Patreon members. I don't expect there's any real gold in there. I did save maybe a pound of material that Brian got, so I might pan that out one day on a live show or something like that. But I just went really for the fun. And I will say, I have the greatest admiration for all the channels out there who film their stuff. You know, JP, Benzo, Clash, all these people, Pioneer Poly, because that was a workout. I mean, I didn't get very much footage, had one camera burn out, and just trying to move to different locations. I'd forget to move the camera, and I recorded 15 minutes of nothing there. So, fake gold. Where's fake gold? So, but it was fun. It was a ton of work, though. I brought way too much equipment with me. Benzo even made a mention of it, that I was bringing too much. And it was just a giant fiasco. The whole trip was a fiasco, but I had a ton of fun, and that's what was really important to me. My kids had fun playing in the creeks, so, you know. First day we got out there, I forgot to bring my classifier for my sluice, so I couldn't use my sluice that I brought. I had brought a sluice fox with me. And, oh, thank you, Josh. Josh, always on top of the link. And so that didn't work out. And then the next day, I brought my modified Gold Rush Nugget bucket, and I forgot the hose for the pump board. So it was a pretty big fiasco all around, you know. So, hey, Aaron B., how's it going? But like I said, I had fun, and I have a lot more admiration for the people that go out there and have to haul around not only all the equipment to do it, which is funny, though. I thought back on it, and I think about channels like Vogas and Clash and all these other channels. Typically, they only bring a pan with them, and now I see why. Because lugging all that equipment and cameras and tripods and everything else, way too much work. So, next time I go do some prospecting, I've already figured out how to slim down all the equipment, so. Hey, Bronx, how's it going? JP, how's it going? So, but it was a fun trip, and that's all I was really looking for, was some fun. Hey, Scott and Jennifer, how's it going? Jason G. Aaron B, how's it going? Bob Canis, how's it going? Took your nugget back. It was too heavy. Well, I'll have to. Eventually, I'm going to shoot a video once I actually get the bucket working properly. My modified one, and it worked great. It actually worked great. It just sucked because I had modified it so I could just have water pumping into it as opposed to having to dump water into it. And I have a frog in my throat tonight. And, so it worked. I tested it out here, but one of these days I'll go through and I'll put 10 pounds of material through it. It worked pretty good. Yeah. Hey, Shane, how's it going? Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting. Anyone else I missed, thank you for joining the live show. I really appreciate it. And tonight, we're going to be going through some Arcs Gold. This is another one of their Rich Cons bags. I don't remember the price of it. I have it somewhere. I think it was $25. It was a $25 Rich Cons bag. So we'll have to see what comes out of this one. Hey, Amethyst, how's it going? Did you change your name from Amethyst Angel to Amethyst? You shortened it? So we'll be doing some Arcs Gold tonight. And I'm sure some of y'all saw his videos in... He was rather upset with my review. So I got a lot of hate comments from some people. They were saying that because I missed out, I didn't film the -40 material, it was faked. I saw someone say because I cut the bag open, it was faked. And I can assure everyone, I would, not only would I never fake a video, I would never fake a bad review video. Bad reviews get a lot less views than good reviews. There's a lot of people out there that do make fake reviews or used to make fake reviews. And there were always fake reviews where they added gold to bags because that gets you more video, that gets you more content and a lot more views, Hey, none your business. Yes, I enjoyed my trip. It was a blast. Yeah, it's probably going to be a short show tonight. So, just because there's not very much material. When I ordered these, I wasn't really sure how much material was in them. It's one of those gambles you take. I have to buy these bags of Paydirt 2 months in advance. And, if a bag's not a great bag, I'm not going to say a whammy bag, but if, just depending on the results, I already have the live shows Paydirt. And I didn't really have anything to swap it out. And I didn't also want to swap it out because I didn't want people to think, I was upset with Arcs Gold and that's why I was swapping it out. It wasn't a horrible bag of Paydirt. It was 60% ROI. So, hey, William Pulley, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And HD Shovelhead, yeah, I was going to get to that. He did come back later and apologize for saying some of the things he said. And I even told him I left a comment in his original post. I left where I wasn't upset. I even left a comment in his second post where I wasn't upset. I wasn't upset at anything he said, if he said anything about me, because, I'm reviewing him. So if I'm saying something about him and his Paydirt, he's more than entitled to say something. If he doesn't like my channel, if he doesn't like the way I do a review, there's lots of people that don't like the way I do my review. A lot of people don't like the ugly mug, and that's their prerogative. All I did was in all my replies, and thank you very much, Jessica. Thank you very much. So, but it is what it is. And the only things I really commented on, or were some of the things that were said, that I purchased a bag off of eBay, which it wasn't. This bag of Paydirt was purchased. Both of these bags of Paydirt were purchased off of his website. I wish I wouldn't have lost the -40 footage, but even in his videos, he says his Paydirt is made for beginners. So there's no way I lost a ton of gold in the -40 and just whatever reason didn't show it. But hey, Brian, well, there you go. Indiana Creek Gold Prospecting and Paydirt. Brian, everyone's been asking so much about the trip, so. That's one of my messages, that's all I told Arc, where I bought it from, who I bought it from, his website and stuff like that. I got no problem. If I was a Paydirt seller, I would get upset as well, he didn't like the thumbnail. That seemed to be one of his big issues, was the thumbnail. And, but that's just, I make the thumbnails the day after I shoot the reviews, when I know what's in my head, what I thought of the Paydirt. That's what I make my thumbnails. It probably, I actually liked the thumbnail. I thought it was one of the better thumbnails, but, obviously it didn't portray him in a great light, but, and I will go back and buy another bag because it wasn't horrible. His score was only lowered because it had no description. His fun factor was only lowered because he had no description. And, it wasn't a horrible ROI. I mean, what was it, like 60% ROI? It was like 58, something like that, 58% ROI, which isn't horrible for an unsearched bag with no guarantee. I mean, they have a lot less out there. But, I was kind of, when you're told cons and you expect maybe find some fine gold and you don't, but a description would tell you that. If the description said this bag of Paydirt is easy, et cetera, et cetera. No, but it was all right. It wasn't a horrible review. I didn't think so. And thank you very much, Donna. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. So, thank you, Carl. I appreciate that very much. What? Is Spider Ace actually here? What? Did they just close all the tunnels down? I know I've seen you posting on Facebook, so I knew you were still alive. I've been seeing you on, I haven't watched any of his shows, but I've been seeing on the football card openings, I guess, that Dennis Dayton's been doing. I've seen that. Every time he's on, I try to watch it, but something comes up. So, and I have no clue what he's doing. I know nothing about football or baseball cards, so. Yeah, see, everyone's just saying hi to Richard now. They ignore me. You want to do the show, Richard? Because they're all ignoring me now. So, but hopefully this is a good bag of Paydirt. I mean, I don't expect much from this because it was only $25 or something like that. So, hopefully it has some good gold. Hopefully it's entertaining. One of the reasons I scheduled this one for now is because I knew I was going to be really, really broke after the trip. So I was trying to plan everything out, with how my budget goes. So I know nobody's going to get a ton of gold tonight. Maybe I'll throw in some gold to whoever wins. So, oh, look, all 3 mods posted in order. There you go. Hey, Martin, how's it going? Chat's going a little bit too fast for me now because everyone's saying hi to Spider, and Spider's just tapping away on his computer. I know, Guido, I know. He's taking over chat. Carl, is this your week? No, you don't want to win this week. I mean, I depending on what gold's in there, I'll probably throw some more in there. I'm sure I have a picker around somewhere I could throw in there. Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting. I appreciate that. That's what my comments were to him. He had sent me, I think I sent him a comment on one of the videos. I told him, he's not the first person, and to get a bad review from me that I actually am a fond of. Tom's Gold Paydirt has gotten 2 bad reviews from me, I think, maybe even 3, but then he's got a lot of really good reviews from me as well. And when Tom's Gold Paydirt was open, I recommended him all the time to people, and he did get some bad reviews. Kenai Gold, I think the first Paydirt I ever did with them, I gave him a bad review, and then later I gave him some good reviews. I gave him a bad one for their Black Sand Challenge bag at one time because they had changed their formula, and they took that to heart, and they changed the formula back to all fine gold. So, even Gold Bay, who is my number 1 favorite Paydirt to recommend, has gotten bad reviews from me. They don't really, he doesn't care about me, so he doesn't change anything because I've been harping on him about descriptions forever. I think now he's got a little bit better descriptions, but me giving somebody a bad review is, they can either take it 2 ways. They can improve if they can. Now, if I give somebody a bad review because it's something they can't change, like if they could only put in a 70% ROI or a 60% ROI because that's the rest they need for whatever it is, then there's nothing they can do. But if, I say, you got a 2 for a description, there's ways to change that. I can tell you there's a couple sites out there that have descriptions that were written by me with them. And one of the really big sites, all of their descriptions were pretty much word for word written by me. I went through with them. They asked me what should be in there. I told them this, and this. I gave them examples, and they pretty much took all my examples and made it their descriptions. So, and now if I reviewed them, they'd get a 10 for description because they're detailed descriptions. That's it, Brad Morrison. Everyone has a bad bag. I mean, it wasn't, I think he just took it personal just because it wasn't a good review. And I totally understand that, I used to blame my teacher for my bad test scores. See, I was smart. Once I would do the test, I would just skip school the next couple of days so I wouldn't find out how bad of a grade I got, And one of the other things that, I noticed a couple people had posted in there in my comments on the review that I sell Paydirt now, and that's why he got a bad review. And I don't sell Paydirt. Anyone knows I've been doing this for 4 years, and I think I've sold some Paydirt, but it was usually for somebody else. One time it was for Jackie Scott. I put some bags together, but, I'm not a Paydirt seller. It would make a bias. If I sold Paydirt, nobody would get a good review. Or I'd only buy bags of Paydirt. So, he took it personal, and I understand that. But, he kept even saying he didn't know if I was still going to do it. But I'm still going to do the Arc Gold tonight. So, wasn't home. Yeah, Big Greenie. I mean, like I said, I had no hard feelings about anything he said or anything like that. Spider. You really shouldn't have done that, Spider, man. Now I'm going to have to be texting y'all thank yous later on tonight. Thank you, brother. You really didn't have to do that, man. You just being in chat was great enough, man. But I really appreciate that. Yeah. That's it, Josh. Like I said, I posted him. He could change his description. I know he had a reason why he said he didn't have a description, but you can, there's ways around that. You could take a picture of your description and put it as one of your on the bag of Paydirt, instead of showing the picture of the bag of Paydirt, you could put a description there. And that way it's not something that could be read by crawlers on the internet or anything else. There's ways around it. Yeah, Guido, I know. He had to come back and, take over chat. Throw down some money. Spider, you're too good to me, man. Like I said, it's just nice to see you out of the tunnels in the live show. What? Hey, Dan. Hey, Mr. Slots. So, it'll be interesting. We're going to start panning it in a few minutes. I don't expect it to last long, so y'all get to hear me chat a little bit longer. Hey, Paydirt Getaway, how's it going? Big Kitch, how's it going? Someone fired up the printer. But it should be a fun bag of Paydirt to do tonight. And I will go back and review them. Because like I said, I didn't think it was horrible Paydirt, There's been some bad Paydirts. I mean, if you even watch the video, you can see in the beginning, I was excited to do it. It's one of the Paydirts I've really been wanting to try. So I just probably picked the wrong bag to do. I should have got... And it was funny. Originally, I was going to do his guaranteed bags until I saw the Richest Cons bag. And I was like, well, the Richest Cons, I got to try that. Maybe they'll be good. I thought, well, maybe they'll be better than the guaranteed bags. A Vulture bucket, just a little over a gram. That's not too bad. I think that's about what they average. 1.1, 1.2, like 1 to 1.2 is about what they average. Hey, Gemstone Judy, how are you doing tonight? Guido. Only fireworks are damn expensive this year. I can tell you a story about fireworks. When we were living in Louisiana one time, we bought a whole bunch of fireworks. I had a really big parking lot behind my house. I lived in a condo. It was a fourplex. I owned, one of the condos. And we went in the back and we're shooting off fireworks. Cop rolls up. And, it's illegal in the town I was in, Slidell, to shoot fireworks. So I'm like, okay. He's like, you got to stop. And I'm like, okay. Well, my neighbor's shooting fireworks. My other neighbor's shooting fireworks. People behind me. Everybody's shooting fireworks in the neighborhood. So I'm waiting for him to start going to tell people. Nope. Doesn't go tell anybody. Just me. He picked on me the whole night. He caught me, I think, 4 or 5 times. The 5th time he told me if he saw me again, he was going to arrest me. And I said, well, okay, we got to stop the fireworks. So we went in the front yard, and I said, well, we're just going to shoot him from my porch. If I see him coming down the street, I can, we can duck inside. And we started shooting the fireworks. We had a bucket of water sitting next door, like right near us, just in case something went wrong. And I'm holding a bottle rocket in my hand. And he's just standing like behind a tree, I guess, and I didn't see him. And he just steps out, and he's like 8 feet away from me. I had to dunk it in the thing. And he's like, are you shooting fireworks? I'm like, no fireworks. So for whatever reason, me and fireworks are not good luck. But thank you very much. I really appreciate that, Guido. I probably will buy some for my kids, though. Hey, Rufotris Rooted Prospecting. How's it going? Yeah, there's not too good of fireworks here. That was the only good thing. In Slidell, Louisiana, they used to have this great fireworks show. They would hold it in a park, and they would actually not only have they spent all that time making fireworks, do all the things. They had choreographed music to it. And the best thing about it is you would have to sit, speakers are right in front of you, just blaring music at you. But they would actually shoot the bottle rockets and everything over your head. So you'd have to, everyone would lay on the park on the ground, and all the pieces would hit you the whole time. So it was always raining little pieces of plastic and everything on you. It was the best fireworks show ever. So here, not so much. I mean, it's kind of, I could actually tell you another fireworks story. Then we're going to pan some stuff out. They have a fireworks show here, but in the next little town over where I used to live, they have a really big one on the river, so on the Ohio River. And I guess it was like 2 or 3 years, it's probably longer than that, like 4 years ago. Everyone goes out there, everyone's sitting all along the river, waiting for the fireworks show, and it just starts pouring down rain. I mean, just buckets and buckets, cats and dogs pouring down. And they told everyone, it's over, we're not doing the fireworks show. So everyone packs up, leaves, and they said they had announced over the PA that they were going to reschedule and do it the next day, because that was already the plan. Usually they have another day slotted in case it goes wrong. So we all go home. It takes you like an hour to get home just because there's so much traffic. And about an hour later, we start hearing fireworks. And I'm like, that can't be fireworks. Who's shooting fireworks? Go outside and you can see way out where the fireworks show was supposed to be. Fireworks going off. Well, it turns out the next day, everyone's thinking there's going to be a fireworks show. They post a little bitty thing that because they had a whole bunch of dignitaries, people who had spent money on a balcony, a private balcony that had, cover over it and they wouldn't get wet, they decided to do the fireworks just for them. So they put on an entire fireworks show for 12 people. The whole town. Everyone in the town was furious. I thought it was funny. I said, well, that's what you get, Can't expect anything. So. Well, all right, let's get rid of my ugly mug. I'm sure everyone's sick of seeing it. And if anyone saw Brian over at Indiana Creek Gold Prospecting and Paydirt, he had my ugly mug on one of his videos. So you should go check that out. It's probably going to, get a lot of thumbs down just because my face is on it. But hopefully you'll give it a thumbs up and go check out his channel because I'm in some of his videos now. So, all right, let me shrink down the ugly mug. And we're going to do some panning. We're going to pan out this material. I'm not going to classify it down or anything because we all do that. There we go. So there we go. Got some water. Turn off this other light. So, all right, let me get my chat open on my, so I can read all this chat. Oh, no. No commercials tonight. Hey, Jackie Scott, I talked to him not too long ago. He's been really busy with work. I was asked him if he was all right and everything. He said everything's fine. He's just been busy with work. I saw him posting on Facebook. Him and his wife just had their 3rd year anniversary, so I think he's just really busy with work. And you know, when you get busy with work, you don't feel like doing anything else. So, hey, Wisconsin Gold Rush, how's it going? I don't know. Words are showing on my end. Let me see. Oh no, they're showing up on mine. Maybe YouTube just doesn't like you. How's it going, Joey Brown? So, all right, let's get a pan. Let's get some material. So here we go. The Arcs Gold. Here, I got the new memo right in front of me. $26.99, $8.10 shipping. So grand total $35.09 right here. I probably shouldn't have dumped it all in this pan, but we'll dump it in another pan. All right, let's dump this in another pan so we don't pan it all out at once. Let's pan out a little bit. Stretch this out a little bit. Shouldn't take too long, but. Hey, LXR. Not sure if I said hi to you or not. I think I did, but. You're just lurking. That's okay. Just make sure you hit the thumbs up if you're lurking. That's a requirement now. And also, everyone, make sure you go to the pinned message above and leave a comment so you can win whatever gold we find tonight. I haven't seen Stu around. Thank you very much, Richard. Thank you very much. Thought you were taking the night off. I'm just going to relax. Enjoy yourself tonight, but thank you. Great mod. All mods are good. And I appreciate the work they do. Let's check this first pan. Got some gold in the first pan. Couple little pieces in there. I probably need another pan. Dump this out in. I've been trying out in my last video. I've been trying out the new pan some more. Still not sold 100%, but I have to find something. So. And I don't know how much gold's going to be in here. I don't expect it to be much just because, you know, it's a $26 bag of Paydirt. So I'll probably throw in a picker or something to the winner. I won't count it towards the ROI when I post that tonight or tomorrow. Let's get this big one out of there. Let's see, pan number 2. Yep, we're gold. I mean, I don't know how much it's all going to weigh up, but it's always nice, you know, so far. Gold in every pan. Hey, Michael Henderson, how's it going? If I miss anything in chat, you have to wait till I finish panning, then ask again. I'm on my phone, so I can't really see too well. I miss a lot of the chat. It only shows like 5 people at once. Where's my coffee? This is my 3rd cup of coffee today. I just just dragging today. And I even slept in late. I was like, I'm gonna sleep in late, so that's which is probably why. But yeah, so far it's not bad. I mean, like I said, I don't know what it's gonna weigh up, but if I was panning this non-review wise, I think golden every pan is always good. Like I said, I will definitely go back and try one of his guaranteed bags. Generally, I'll retry any seller, even if they get a bad review, unless it's just a total ripoff, you know, because then I'm not wasting my money. You know. And I say that even though I've got multiple reviews on Golden Paydirt, and I've got another review of Golden Paydirt coming up, I think next month or something. But it's one of his hunt bags, so. Oh, got more pieces in there. What am I getting, like 3 or 4 pieces every bag? So, or every pan. Hey, Stephen LeBlanc. Sorry about that. I have no idea. It's YouTube playing mind tricks on you. And Arcs Gold, welcome to the show. %40 coffee. 2 pans left. Yeah, like I said, I would like panning this. I'm enjoying myself. I like panning it now. So, talking like it would be in the future. But it's a quick little bag, too. Who's on the blacklist? I missed the name. I'm pretty sure I can guess who's posted that. Hold on. Oh, Carl. Yeah, one of these days I'll take you off the blacklist. Let's see. I think 2 pieces this one? Oh, no, 3. One was hiding behind that big rock. Another 3 pieces in there. Pretty consistent. All right, last one. Reg Lab. Too much Reg. Hey, Joseph Richard, how's it going? Better late than never. You'll win one day, Carl. Everyone wins eventually. I have no plans on retiring anytime soon, so. Maybe once I hit 10,000 subs and YouTube actually starts paying me a decent wage, I'll start doing 2 live shows. Or do a special live show. Maybe I'll add panning Paydirt on my Patreon giveaway day too. Hey, Backyard Prospecting, how's it going? I've been missing all your shows. I tried to watch it, what was it, last Monday, and you didn't have anything up early. I looked and I said, man, he's got nothing up early. I was like thinking you didn't have a show. And then the next morning I went and looked and you had a show. And I was like, well, because I had time. I wasn't doing anything. And that's what we had just driven into Brian's neighborhood, so I was just worn out. Sitting around. One Piece, last little bit, but still there. And you can lose. Yeah, it's Ark's Gold. This is his $26.99 Rich Cons bag. What was the Roy from the other bag? It was somewhere between 55 and 60%. I don't remember exactly. And let me see. Do I have my notes here? I think I pulled down my notes. Yeah, I don't have my notes up here anymore. I keep all my notes nailed to a board, but I think I took them down for next review. But it was around a 60% ROI. It was a little bit under 60% if I'm remembering right. Hey, Bubba and Sons, how's it going? Yeah, that was one of my complaints. It wasn't really a cons bag, but and then again, that's more to do with the description than anything else. You know, everyone knows how I like my descriptions, and for some reason, most sellers don't. I don't know. But oh, I'm forgetting to use my new pan. Oh well. Guess I'll use old Trusty here. Yeah, no real heavies in it. I mean, it's got some black sand, just not enough. But, you know, if you watched his video, Ark posted a video shortly after my video where I guess these are supposed to be easy to pan Paydirts. And I guess he posted a second video where that's what he says too. This stuff's supposed to be easy to pan, so. Hey, TM. Yeah, there's a lot of videos. I have a hard time keeping up with them. Yeah, I think the original description, when I bought this Paydirt, I think it had one sentence. It had the title and one sentence. And then later, he stopped selling the bag that I bought and he put a new bag up that was essentially the same bag. But he got rid of the one sentence. And it didn't say anything about fine gold, but it said, you know, gold with a chance of nuggets. And I just assumed I was wrong because there was no description, obviously. That it'd be more fine gold with maybe bigger gold if you were lucky. But thank you very much again, Ace. You know, and like I said, I don't ever really watch reviews before I review somebody because, you know, I don't want to get a bias or anything or see something and start looking for something that might not be there or something. And the only one I did watch was Bob's Pistols and Paydirt, and I actually watched that when I was panning out the -40, or I was listening to it. I wasn't really watching it because he was the only one that had a cons bag review, and he had a more expensive one. But and then of course I did watch Paydirt Getaway's candle one because I knew I wasn't going to review his candle. That was one I knew I wasn't going to review, so I did watch that one too. What? Guido? Oh my gosh. It's $28. I don't know how much it's going to weigh, but it's not bad. I mean, I'm sure, I think you missed part of the show, but what was it, like 5 pans? 3 or 4 pieces in every pan, so. You know, it does have some heavies in it. I mean, you could just use tweezers and pick the gold out, but, you know, if you wanted to straight up just pan it out, it's got a little bit of stuff in there just to drive you. Yeah. I'll try and make sure I post it up tonight. I'm not picking up my kids till tomorrow, so I'll try and post up the results tonight. And again, I will post it on Patreon as well as on the YouTube community tab and show what the ROI was and etc. But again, it was a $26.99 bag. It was what, $8.10 shipping. So, hey, Dawn Sharp, how's it going? Review the candle. I will say, you know, when I saw that Paydirt Getaway was going to do the candle, I was like, I got to watch this. But it was a lot different than I thought it would be. Because it was just essentially a candle with, I think, a vial inside of it that had gold. I thought it was going to be a candle that he had put gold all throughout. So you'd have to wait till the whole candle was melted and gone before you could get all the gold out. You know? I thought that would have been really cool. You know, because then you'd have to watch the candle to make sure the kids didn't, oh, look, there's a piece of gold, let me pick that out. You gotta make sure no one steals your gold while the candle's burning. And it would take a long time. I mean, a decent-sized candle, you know, burning nonstop takes a good 2 weeks to burn out. 0.35? I'm thinking more 0.25, but it's always hard to tell when you get bigger gold. Some of this is flat. TM, yeah. Well, that wasn't. It was a It wasn't an advisory really. You know, Clash buys Paydirt, and when you buy when you buy gold, he buys gold, and when you buy gold, you have to videotape it so people can't say that you're ripping them off. So that's why he videotapes every single opening. All gold buyers do, and I guess he was just showing it so the person, you know, would know that when he was, you know, sending it back to him and not paying. But I thought it was kind of funny. You know, either the guy was trying to, you know, snooker him and thought Klesh wouldn't know the difference, which is kind of funny, or it was sad that he thought he was panning out a lot of good gold. So that's it, Bubba and Sons. That would be cool. I thought, you know, when he said that one, I was really looking forward to it because that's what I thought it would be. You know, maybe he'll change it up to that. Maybe if enough people talking chat and say, hey, put the gold throughout the candle. I would probably review it then. You know, put a time lapse on and just burn the candle and, you know, time how long it took to burn out before you could get all the gold. So there we go, all cleaned up. There's one little tiny piece in there. It's a little roller too. 0.315. Let me think. What was Gold Spot? Gold Spot was what, $57 when I got this? Yeah, I'm going to say 0.27. 0.27. That's my guess. So there we go. HD shovel that. So there we go. Let's see if it'll stay in the middle of the pan tonight. And we're going to go back to the ugly mug. Because everyone is probably so sick of the panning. They're like, oh my God, I can't wait to see the ugly mug. So make sure, everyone, that you go to the comment pinned above so you can win this gold tonight from arcsgold.com. Which is much better than buying any Paydirt if you just come and watch me pan it out and win it. It's much cheaper that way. It's all right. Let's shrink down the gold pan. I know you've been doing Vendetta. I've been so behind on videos. I need to check out to see if you have any new videos up. When I was on vacation, the place we were staying at, the internet was just horrible. So I had brought my computer. I was like, oh, just so when the kids are sleeping and stuff, I can watch some videos. But nope. So I'm like 2 weeks solid behind on watching videos. All right, so there we go. I don't know how well you'll be able to see the gold in the pan, but there it is. Ugly mug is back up. Let's get the chat back up as well. Hey, Dizzy's prospecting, how's it going? Birthday candles filled with gold. That would be a good one. Like one little piece of gold in each candle. One or two. And make it worth having them on your cake when you're old like me. You know, you'd be like, yeah, I want 52 of them. You know, I want all those candles. Don't jip me out with 2 candles that say 5 too. I want 52 candles filled with gold. Hey, Brewers Prospect, how's it going? 0.42, huh? Oh, he's going all out backyard. Let's he know that I don't know. Got a few fun ones? All right. Well, that's good. I'm going to try and this weekend catch up on some videos. Yeah, when my kids are eating breakfast, lunch, things like that, I can pop my phone up and catch up on some videos. It just sucks, you know, like sometimes when I'm panning, I'll listen to videos in the background because, you know, you don't have to see them really to listen to the videos. And so when I'm shooting reviews and I'm panning, I'll just listen to them. But I wish I could do that when I edit my videos because, you know, that takes me a good 5 or 6 hours. I could catch up on so many videos. But unfortunately, I have to listen to my voice the whole time so I can listen to all my mistakes, my coughs, and things like that and edit them all out. Well, that's good to hear, Arcs Gold. I mean, no matter what you do, you know, that's one of the things. No matter what you do when you sell anything, whether it's Paydirt or anything, you're going to get somebody that complains, you know. Great example is, and I spoke of it earlier, is when Kenai Gold had their Black Sand Challenge bag. When they originally came out with it, I think it's like a 3-ounce bag, 4-ounce bag or something like that with, I think it was 0.10 grams of gold in it. And it was all really fine gold, all 50 mesh, 60 mesh, 100 mesh. And people were buying it, but then they were complaining to him saying they couldn't pan it out because it was too hard. So he readjusted it and he made it all minus 20 plus 40. And that's when I got a bag and reviewed it, and I hated it. I said, that's not a challenge if you could pretty much pick it out with tweezers. So he went back to the old one, and he made it all fine. But no matter what, you're going to get somebody to complain. Somebody's going to complain the gold's too hard to pan out. And, someone will complain. They'll say, oh, I melted the whole candle. And, But me personally, I would enjoy it more. So, I think kids would like it more, too. Because then, you can tell them, stick your fingers in there, grab that thing of gold and watch your kids with hot wax. I mean, when I was a kid, I loved sticking my fingers in hot wax. So kids will love to do that, pick out some gold. Hey, Amethyst, I have no idea if I found any gold. I really, to be honest, don't care if I found any gold. I really don't. I had a great time hanging out with my kids on the creek. I had a great time hanging out with Brian, great guy. It's funny, we text each other back and forth afterwards about how sore we were. I mean, because I was sore for days. I mean, like, rough shape. And Brian, same thing. So I just did it to have fun. I have, I think, about 1 pound of material that Brian had collected. And we concentrated down in my nugget bucket. And I probably will pan that out or shoot a video just of that. I also will put up a video eventually. I still have to go through it. I think I have like an hour of footage I need to go through and just... of just me collecting the material. But the material I collected myself is just going to go into Paydirt. I'm going to give away for Patreon and the live show this month. So on the 1st. So which means I have to go classify down and do that pretty soon. So I don't know if I found any gold. If there's any gold in that material, someone will get it. I don't expect there's much. I mean, if you saw Brian's video, there's not a ton of gold there. It is still Indiana. You might go through a pound of material and find, 1 or 2 little tiny pieces. So, but I figure I would much rather have my Patreon members, someone who wins it on the live show, actually find any gold that was in there. I mean, of course, they'll be finding gold I put in there as well, but, I just figured it'd be funner for everyone else to pan out the material than me. So, and this is going to be mostly concentrates because I did classify it down to, I think, 1/8 of an inch, then ran it through my Gold Rush nugget bucket, which also classifies it down a little bit. So, and no, I didn't bring home any fossils. We didn't find any fossils. Like I said, most of the time I was there, we were setting up, moving cameras around, and then my kids would start having fun, and this was just like the first one. This is the first time you go out there. It's like the first time you go and play football or anything else. You just kind of like, winging it, not really doing anything. And you learn, next time I need to do this, this, and this. I need to, have a checklist for all my equipment to make sure I bring it every time. So, bonfire on my cake. Yeah, I want the big bonfire on my cake. Yeah, shooting the videos, I really did not expect it to be that hard. I mean, I knew it was going to be a pain in the butt just lugging all the equipment there, especially like when I went to Brian's, luckily one of my cameras had already fried itself. So, but the first one when I was there with my kids, I had 2 tripods, a ton of equipment to haul. And of course, creeks are notoriously never right where you're staying. I mean, Brian's was a lot easier than the place I was staying at for my first part of the trip. I mean, it was a half a mile away, lugging equipment, cameras, and everything else. So, and yes, the nugget bucket does work. I actually like the nugget bucket. I've done a review before where I compared it to the gold cube, and it collected, I think, 97% of what the gold cube did. So, which is really good. I plan on shooting another better review this year on it, showing exactly, like putting in an exact amount of material with an exact amount of gold and see how well it does. And then I'll do it with my modifications and see if it's any better. Don't draw? Okay, you got a few minutes, Guido. Brewers prospecting. Yeah, I mean, as I said earlier, I got great respect for everyone who shoots their videos out there. Brian from Indiana Creek Gold Prospecting and Paydirt, Benzo, JP, Vogos, Clash, all these people. It's And I also see now too, it's, it's kind of funny. When I went out to stream, I think I had a sluice, I had the nugget bucket, I had something else with me too. I had a secondary sluice, which I never got to use either. So, if you watch a lot of these other people's videos, they bring a pan. That's it. Because you're so loaded down with microphones and everything else that, and cameras, tripods, that all you want to bring is a pan. Hey, Joseph Richard, thank you very much. Shane, yeah, I like it. Hey, Sherwood. Long time no see, Sherwood. Where's my coffee? But I really like the Gold Rush Nugget Bucket. I mean, it is, I was talking to Brian about it. It's not a one-person thing, really, because it's kind of a pain where, you have to pour the water in and, classify it at the same time while holding the bucket. So, but, for what it was designed for, which was to have you and your family out looking for gold, it's great. You get your 2 kids to shovel in dirt while you're pouring in water. I made sure, I was so worried about, I had my GoPro, and the GoPro is waterproof, but unfortunately, if you put on the microphone attachment, which is what I had on it, it's no longer waterproof. So I was so worried about that. The other camera, which ended up getting fried, I wasn't worried about. That's the one I put in the water itself, and I was like, okay, if it gets knocked over, I'm not too worried about it, because it was just an old iPhone. When I had gotten a new plan, I got a new iPhone, so I was like, well, I'll just use my old one for certain things, and that was it. And leaving it out in the sun, I guess the battery popped on it, so I'm going to have to take it apart and see if I can't get the memory out of it and get the footage, so pop in a new battery or something. Hey, John Redwich, how's it going? Yeah, I mean, that's what I said. My hats go off to everyone who puts out these videos, And especially some of the ones that have really good, quality videos, like Clash. Clash is hauling a lot of equipment out there. Pioneer Poly, who used to, I know Pioneer Poly recently started using a camera crew and everything else, and grips, and who knows what else, He probably had a catering truck out there, and I'm just joking. But I know Pioneer Poly had actually started hiring people to do a lot of that work for him. It's a lot. Yeah, I'm not going to plug it in. I'm just going to crack it open. I am pretty sure I have a spare battery for it, because it was an iPhone 7, and I had replaced one of the old battery on my son's iPhone 7 when he had an iPhone 7, but I kept the other one just because there was nothing bad with it. It just wouldn't hold a charge past 70%. So I had replaced his battery, and I'm pretty sure I still have it somewhere. I just got to find it and swap it out with this one just long enough to pull all the info off of it. So I'm sure I can get it off. If not, I'll bring it over to some little tech place and have them plug it in and pull it. Troy. Hey, AC, how's it going? That's it, backyard. I mean, it was funny. I tried to get my kids. I was like, okay, because, we had 4 shovels, all kinds of gear, just you don't think about. And I was telling my kids, like, well, help me haul it down there. And it was a half a mile to the first creek. And each of my kids got this little 3-foot shovel in their hand. And I'm like, oh, God, this is going to take forever. So we ended up, what we did is, I think Monday when we got there, we just went down to see the river, and we brought a little bit of stuff. The next day, a little bit more, and then a little bit more. And after we shot the first video, which I think was Tuesday, it took me then, I think it took me 3 days to get everything back up, because I would just walk down there and grab a couple of things, so. Hey, Gerald F. Tried the Better Pans 1 gram? You weren't impressed? What was up with it? Hopefully you got your 1 gram out of it at least. And I did see, just speaking of Better Pans, I saw today there was another seller on eBay selling Better Pans Paydirt that is not Better Pans. So make sure you're buying from a seller that you're buying from. I don't remember the eBay seller, but he had 2 bags up from Better Pans and 2 bags from somebody else. But it was not Better Pans. And he was selling Better Pans Paydirt. So. Hey, Bubba's. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, Ken Carbon. I mean, that's what, it was hard shooting the video when I had my kids there. If I was there by myself, I would have just, set up and just nonstop did, till I was bored. But when my kids were there, we'd start playing, and I'd be like, okay, let me go mess around with them for a little bit. And, I'd ask them, you want to come, move the Gold Rush Nugget bucket around or something like that? And they'd be into it for, 5 or 6 minutes. Then they'd, see a bug and have to go scamper off chasing it or do something else. So, and I'd be like, okay, let me turn off the camera, and I'd forget to turn it back on. And I haven't even checked the audio. I haven't looked at any of the footage yet. Everything from my trip is sitting in a pile in my basement. I haven't even looked at it yet. I haven't even opened up my camera yet. So I haven't even started looking at the footage yet. And benzo, yes, I did try it. It is pretty hot. I tried some on some eggs. It was some hot stuff, man. I'm definitely going to have to save that for like wings night or something like that, when I have a lot of beer. Because drinking water doesn't do anything. That's it. Vogus and Flower Gold. Flower Gold Wizard, he hauls a lot of equipment. But he's got like a little red cart, like a little red wagon that he brings, which is smart. If I had thought about that, I would have brought something like that with me. Hey, Reg Lab. Well, that sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah, it's wintertime. I mean, it's a little not past wintertime, but it might have been a bag sitting around. I noticed during winter a lot of Paydirts were coming in wet. So Guido's back. Is he back? Yeah, he's back. Spider. So, but yeah, I will say Flower Gold hauls a lot of equipment. He hauls a lot. But he's on good gold too, and it makes it kind of worth it. When you're in Indiana, if you haul a lot of equipment and get 10 cents worth of gold, you think about it. It is some hot stuff. It was some hot stuff. Luckily, like I said, I had it with some eggs, so I had a glass of milk with me. So, But I definitely want to try it with something where I'm drinking beer, and it's been a while since I've drank beer, but it is definitely some hot stuff. Now what you should do is mix it with some gel and make it into Jello and put a piece of gold in there and let people buy it, and they got to, put it in their mouth and get the gold out if they want the gold. Hey, Bubba and Sons. Oh, yeah, I keep wanting to join his Patreon just so I can win some of his Paydirt, and then I forget about it, and I see his Patreon show, and I'm like, man, and I forget. Black Label Edition with Black Sands. Oh, everyone's always coming out with new stuff. That's pretty good. 2 5-gallon buckets. I think when I brought it down, I think I had 5 buckets, 2 pans. I didn't have any classifiers with me, which was, I have no idea why I didn't. They're down here in the basement where my stuff was, and I forgot to bring it. But yeah, next time I'll definitely have a better gear setup on how to bring it. And I'll make sure I have a checklist to bring all the equipment. So, all right, let me get rid of this one. So bye-bye gold. And then we're going to do a giveaway. Let me check and make sure everything's being approved. Then we're going to give away some gold. Have a short show tonight. All right, everything's approved. Get the link. I'm really curious. I'm definitely going to post up tonight what the results are because I'm really curious about this. But it was a fun bag of Paydirt, so. All right. Check, see. Anyone chat? Hey, Mad Hatter, how's it going? Brewers Prospecting. William Newell. Yeah, I like Rigby. Yeah. I will say I like the dogs on some of the prospecting channels because they're not my dog. Because a cat's enough trouble for me. I couldn't handle a dog too. But I like to see them on their channels. They're always good dogs. All right, I'll definitely check that out. I want to see that, Bubba, so I'll check that out. I know I'm subscribed to you, so. But all right, fun time now. Time to shrink down the ugly mug, and we're gonna give away gold tonight. So, and depending on what it is, if it's over 0.35, I probably won't add any gold to it. But if it's under that, I'll probably add something in there. But I'll post later tonight. So I don't know. I might add some anyway. So all right, here we go. Good luck, everyone. I know all the comments are posted, so let's add in the link. Fetch it. No replies. I don't think anyone's ever replied to anything. So here we go. I don't remember who's won earlier, so everyone is eligible. I'm going to start putting it on the screen, who's won each time, so. Tonight's my night to win. I can feel it. AC Snyder. So AC Snyder won it. I can tell y'all, a lot of the wins are people who say tonight's their night or they're going to win tonight. So tonight was AC Snyder's night. So congratulations, AC. And because of you, now everyone's got to look at my ugly mug. I'm blaming it all on you, AC. So now we just need AC to post something in the chat, in the comments, the live show. I saw him a little while ago, so I'm sure he's still here. Yeah, AC's there. All right. So congratulations. Make sure you email me. So I have a record of it, and I can mail off your gold to you. And again, I will post the results later tonight of what this was. Hey, Julie, were you just lurking in the background? Ken Carbon. All right, Joey Brown, you have a nice one. You're going to win next time, Gerald? All right. I'm going to hold you to it, so if you don't win, you're going to owe me gold. Yes, I know. And how's it going, Mad Hatter? How you been doing? Birthday, wasn't it? Wheezing geezer. A lot of comedians in the show tonight. So before we wrap it up, I do have a video coming out Monday. It is a battle between two big time sellers. And I'm not going to tell y'all who. You'll have to just wait and see. Maybe I'll post the thumbnail up on Sunday or something like that just so you can see who it is. But I do have a battle review coming up on Monday. Next Thursday is Patreon live show, I believe. Pretty sure. What do you think? I got to check my records because I don't even know. Yep. Next Thursday will be Patreon live show. So we'll be giving away some Paydirt on that live show as well. I don't have any gold nuggets. Anything that I ever get that's anything over plus 10, I keep separated upstairs for things like tonight if I have to add some gold to it. As I can show you, this is all my gold I have. That's it. See? Just all dust. That's it. Because I have some more somewhere, but it's all separated for the Patreon people. So I generally have no gold around here. I'm like, someone's going to see my channel one day and think, oh, we're going to go rob him. And they're going to be sorely disappointed, especially if it's right after Patreon. Thank you, Guido. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. So Monday, I will have a battle review up. And it was, I think I spent like $200 per person. So, and we'll see who won that one. But I'll probably put up a thumbnail or something on Sunday just to tease everybody on what's coming. And then next Thursday, like I said, it will be a Patreon show. And we will be giving away some live Paydirt that night, and it will be the dirt that I got hanging out with Brian and, in Indiana Paydirt. So, all right, Josh, thank you very much. The Nugget's upstairs. Nugget sits on my desk. I don't leave it down here. I probably should leave it down here just in case that burglar does come in. That'll be the only thing they'll be able to steal. But I keep it up. If you look on my Facebook, I think, who saw it? Spider. I know Spider commented it. But on Facebook today, I posted a picture of my coffee mug because I needed coffee, and the gold nugget is in the background. So you can go on my Facebook and see it. B Greeny, that's good. I've got some B Greeny Paydirt just came in. I got some B Greeny Paydirt in the house. So that's coming up soon. I got some, who else did I get in? I got some B Greeny. Got some Gold World ink. I got some Black Mass Paydirt in. Got some other stuff. Got some Alaskan Paydirt. Got some Gold Daughters Paydirt. That one's not going to be a review because they don't think they're going to be selling anymore. But thank you, LXR. Thank you very much. So I think that's going to be it for me tonight. Guess I'm going to get out of here early. I could probably get me some tacos or something. Might as well bring it up now when the show's over. So, but again, Monday I will have a big review battle coming up from 2 sellers. I actually bought 2 bags from each seller just to compare them and see who, in case one bag happened to be a fluke bad or fluke good. And I averaged them all out to see who would be the winner is. But they're 2 bigger sellers, or 2 well-known sellers, as I should say. I don't know if they're the biggest sellers or great, how much they sell, but they are 2 of the bigger known sellers. So we'll be trying that out. And then Thursday will be Patreon live show. So thanks everyone for coming here, watching the show. I really appreciate it. And again, this is episode number 48. I think the thumbnail's wrong because that's what YouTube decided to hate me on tonight. And as always, YouTube had nothing to do with this giveaway. It was solely on me. And I will see you all Monday with a review and next Thursday on the live show. So thanks everyone for watching and happy panning.